Hey fourth graders, welcome back to another math lesson. Today's going to be day 2 of fractions and decimals. We started on Monday introducing them. Today we're going to dive a little bit deeper into what these decimals really are and how they relate to fractions. So let's get started right away with fractions and decimals. So one of the biggest things we want you to understand with fractions and decimals is that they are friends. So we started with fractions and understood fractions first so that now we can really understand decimals. And one of the biggest reason why they're friends is that they both their jobs are, they're parts of a whole, right? We know that when we first learned about fractions, we learned about that they are part of a whole. And now decimals as well, they're also going to be part of a whole. They represent parts of a whole. So keep that in mind as this lesson goes on, that the fractions and decimals are friends because of them. They both are part of a whole. So another thing I want you to keep in mind is thinking about a place value chart, right? This is our old friend, the place value chart, where again, we got the ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands. We're used to that, but I'm going to introduce you to a new place value chart. It's just like we're taking it up a notch. So check out this place value chart. And let's look at it and really understand what's going on here. So my eye is going right to this decimal point. And what I'm noticing is that to the left of the decimal point, it's what I already know in my chart. I got my ones, my tens, my hundreds, right? I know that. And I know that the value increases, goes up. Increase means goes up as the place values go to the left, right? Ones, when you times it by 10, you go to the tens times by 10, right? So this I know on the left. What's new to me is what's on the right. And on the right, I'm seeing tenths, hundredths, thousandths, the THS, which was different from the S on the ones, tens, hundreds. And what I'm noticing here is the value is going to be decreasing. It's going to be going down when it's on the right side. So this is where the like part of a whole comes in. This is everything to the right is smaller. It's decreasing by 10. So keep that in mind. So this is a new place value chart with the decimal that's involved. So everything to the left is what we know. We are now going to be introduced to the right side of the decimal. Okay, so now we got that. So now what I want to show you is putting everything together. So here is the place value chart with the new one with the decimal, and we have tenths here. This is, let me make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Here's a fraction model of tenths. So say you see the decimal 0.8. And you're wondering if you want to write that as a fraction or what that means and all of that. I'm just going to put this decimal into my chart. So I'm going to put the decimal point. I see a 0 to the left side, and I see an 8 in the tenths. Remember the THS. So the 8 tenths. So that's looking like shading in 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 10. So 8 tenths, right? So the 0.8 is equal to 8 tenths. It's in the tenth column of my place value chart. I have nothing in my ones, nothing over here. So this is 0.8 is the same as 8 tenths. What about if the decimal read 0.08? So I can again put my decimal, nothing in the ones, I'm not seeing anything here. So I just copied the decimal into the chart. So I'm seeing 8 hundredths, 8 hundredths. So 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shaded in out of 100. So 0.08 is equal to 8 over 100 because it's in the 8 is in the hundredths column. Okay, and last but not least, check out this one. So what about if I had 0.32, 0.32, again the dot, decimal point, 0, the 3 and the tenths, and 2. So 32 hundredths, 32 hundredths. 32 hundredths. As I'm saying it, I'm hearing 32 hundredths. So I need hundredths and 32 shaded in. So what I'm going to do is, I know these are 10, so I could say 10, 20, 30 shaded in, right? And then 2 more. So 32 hundredths. So 0.32 is equal to 32 hundredths. So I hope this was helpful. So we now know, we were introduced to the decimal place value chart where everything on the left side we're used to. And right now we're kind of focusing on the right side where it's less than 1. We're in the tenths and we're in the hundredths. So just knowing the place value of that, how it looks on in a model, and then being able to go from a decimal to a fraction. So I hope this was helpful, and good luck with your work. Thanks for watching.